Hello, and today on Nikki the Analyst YouTube, the video, what are we doing? We're learning about class and attributes. And you're probably like, what is this? Ignore, actually, this is kind of actually, we'll be doing something like this today, but we're going to delete that out. I started a new page, so let's get to it. So you're wondering, what is a class? A class is basically like a blueprint of what it's the blueprint. And when you have attributes, sorry, look at my notes, I want to give you the correct description. An attribute is something that maybe what you're creating has. So let's go ahead and just get this started, because if you're like me, you're a visual learner and everything I said just glossed over your head. So let's create a class, and we're going to be very simple with this, and we're going to name it class and user. And when you create a class, whatever your naming convention is, it always starts off with a capital. That is called the Pascal case, where the first letter of each word is capitalized. And then you have the camel case, where the first word is a lowercase and then all the words after that are capitalized. And then there's a snake case, and I can't remember what that means, so I'm not going to say what it is because I can't remember. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to create a user, right? And our user is going to, we're going to ascribe an attribute to our user, right? So we're going to have user underscore one user. See how it does that? And you see how it has that C? That means there is a, sorry. That means that there's a class, right? So let's go ahead and give our user some things to do and show you something. So you see how I put the user over here, and it's like, you can't do that because it has to be indented. But let's just say you just want to keep that there. You don't want to put anything there. I mean, you didn't have anything you want to put in your class just yet. You can put pass. And you see how that went away, because we're like, just go into the next line of code. Don't worry about this. So right now we're just going to just kind of understand what our user is. So we're going to make up some attributes about our user. So user underscore one, you see how it already came up, equals, actually we're going to give it a user ID. So user ID, and see, and the user ID is 001, 001. Okay. And then we're going to give it a user, username. And the name we're going to use today is Bob. Why not? Then why do I have this line? Why do we have that? I'm looking at my notes. We'll come back to that. So we're going to print, and we're going to put our user one ID. And let's go ahead and print, see what happens, because we have that red thing there. Oh, I guess that's just going to stick there. So as you can see, we printed out user one's ID. And let's just say we have to make another user, right? So let's go and make user, but we're going to make another user. We're going to make user two, right? From two users. Oh, not plus, equals user two. Oh, I know what it is. Probably doing that because we have user underscore user, and we need that. It didn't make it go away. We'll worry about that later. Okay, so am I spelling everything right? User. Okay, and then we have user underscore two, and we're going to give them an ID and an ID number, because we're just going sequential order, two. And we have user underscore dot, and we're going to put name, and the name will be Jill. Bob and Jill. All right, so let's just say we're going to put in all this information, right? This is going to be a lot of work. No one has time to keep, doing user one, user two all of that. So this is where our class comes in, right? And, let's go ahead and print, user twos dot name. So we're printing all this stuff out because, why not? We're at work. We got a lot of things to do, but no one has time for all this, right? That's where our class comes in, okay? Bring your little classist. So in our class, we can have, we're going to put a definition and definition self. And in here, let's start with what we want. We have self.id equals user underscore ID, right? Wow, look, that's great, right? Got that there. And then we're going to have self. I'm putting username. I know why it's giving us the error because it's like, what are you talking about? Because when we're in that area in that function, because now we're building out a function, it doesn't know what user ID is. It's like, what are you doing here? You're confusing me. Because remember, our computers are only smart as the operator. Was it called the idiot error? Normally that means that's something about user, whatever, but look it up, idiot error. Okay, so we want it to know what we're building out this function, right? So we're gonna have to put the user ID, right? Put the user ID in there. Look, now it knows what we're talking about. Username. Boom, got it. See, got it. So I got our username. And so we actually don't need any of this, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of this. Oops, not 3. I want to hashtag it out. So remember, that's how we get rid of things we don't need. I don't want to show up. No, actually, I got to keep this. That's right. I'm going to keep this. Oh yeah, actually, I do keep all that. I apologize. Okay. Actually, let me pause my notes. Okay, no, my notes are good. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to look at my notes. So we're going to keep all of this, right? But by doing that, we do not have, we can just do print our users and actually pauses. I need to check some of my notes because something's not adding up right. So 1 moment, and pause recording. Okay, I see where the error was in my notes. So the way we would do this, so we created this init. So instead of typing out user ID, username, right here, as you can see, we already built that out. So we can just put user. Oh, let me look at that. Sorry, hold on. Let me look at my notes right there. So yes, so we will put user, and we can put our user ID. So put 001. Then we can put, and then we can put the username, and we had Bob. So we don't actually need this. So we'll go ahead and comment it out. And then we'll go ahead and comment this out too. And I know there's a way you can just highlight it on and comment it out. And I always forget. So with this, so we already have our user ID and username. We should be able to print this out. Let's print it out. Yes, we got the user ID. And let's say if we want to do print user name. Right? Boom, we got Bob. We got our username. Now, let's add some more stuff. So let's just pretend we are on Nikki's Twitter website. Let's just say I created Twitter. I did not. So, and at Twitter you have followers. So let's just go ahead and we're gonna make followers. We're gonna make Bob and Jill follow each other, right? So we're gonna put self.followers equals 1, because when you start your accounts, you always have 1. Even LinkedIn has followers. If you don't want to actually link with them, you can just follow them. I'm not sure what's the point of doing that, but people do it. So there we go. And let's put in another definition so it knows what we're doing, right? So we're still in our class. So definition of follow. So we have self, and user, right? So user dot followers. And follow, you get 1 space there. You get user dot, oh no, self dot following 1. Got it, right? We're good. All right. So you know what? Actually, let's go ahead and comment. Go ahead and comment this out for now. We're not using that. So, yep. Just want to know, show our classes. So now we're going to update, like, actually we had it up down here where we have user 1 is Bob. Let's just copy that. So we write it. So we have user 1 was Bob, right? User, right? So we have Bob. Okay. And so then we had user underscore 2. And remember that's commented out, so it's not going to show back up. And we had user 2, their number was 02. And oopsie, typing way too fast. And that was Jill, right? So we got Jill. So user 1, space this out so you can see what I'm doing. What is going on here? Why are we doing that? Oh no. Well, we'll just come back to it. Okay. User underscore 1 follow. So we're going to make Bob follow Jill, which is user 2, right? See, Bob's following Jill. And then we're going to print user 1 dot followers. Okay. And then we're going to put a print user 1 dot print user actually would be following, right? So we know. All right, so let's go ahead and print that out and see what happens, because user 1 is following user 2. So when I print user 1 has 0 followers. User 1 is following 1 person. So let's just say we're going to do user 2, just repeat it. Follow user 1, right? We're gonna, let's just copy and paste this. And paste. And we're just change it around. 2. So print, what's going on? So, and this is in order, so it can be kind of confusing. User 1 is following. User 1 has 0 followers. It's following 1 person, but user 2 has 1 follower and is following 1 person. So this is a way so you can put your attributes class in the init functions. So this was, where is this going? It's going somewhere. They all go somewhere, and it's very important to watch all the videos because things add up. And there's a project I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be working on it. I don't want to say what it is just yet, but just like with the coffee machine, I said, just hold on, it's coming back. And we did the coffee machine and object-oriented programming. And when in the classes that we had in the definitions, let me see if I can actually pull that up. Project files. Oh, it's not gonna let me pull it up. But let me see, sorry, I'm not very, but in our project files, when we did do the coffee machine, I think the updated version, do I have it? Let's see if I have the updated version of it. Of course I don't. Anyways, but in the updated version that we had in the, you've seen how it had all of, those in the init functions and the class and the attributes, because as you're getting more and more further in your programming, you're not actually going to be typing all these little things out because it just bogs you down and it leaves room for error. So we're learning, and how can we apply this at work, or how can we apply it on the project that we're going to build? So, you got to learn Python. If you're going to go into tech, actually you don't have to, but it's a good skill to learn because it is the basis for a lot of other coding languages. So once you get Python, other things can be easier. So thank you for watching the video. Keep coming back because I think the next video, the project should be ready. If not, it's going to be the video after that. And closing in on 100 days of Python. It's been exhausting, but 100 days of Python is crazy, but I'm excited that I'm doing it because where I was 100 days ago, where I'm going to be at, where I was at the beginning of 100 to where I was now from day 0 to here, I will admit it's been a major growth. So hopefully you've been growing with me, and thank you and have a great day.